Well, anyways, guys, we did have a plan for the stream today. I'm sure you guys saw, what's our personality like in the stream title. And I'm sure you guys saw the tabs right there because we're going to be doing...
Shibbity bop!
There we go. Personality quizzes. I was like, it's not working, but I was pressing the wrong button. We're going to be doing personality quizzes today. I thought it'd be fun if we just did a bunch of different character quizzes and stuff. I'm sure you guys can peek at the top there and see a couple of them. But
aha, if you can read that
If
small.
you can read that tiny. There you go. You guys can take a little peek. just a smidgen.
Just a quick peek. You got to pause it now.
Yeah. Run back the VOD. Clip it so you guys can see. But I thought we should start off with just a normal personality quiz. But why don't you go first? Do you regularly make new friends?
Okay, so this is what I hate about personality quizzes because I have 4 answers to this shit, all right? So do I regularly make friends? No, because I don't go anywhere, right? If I went somewhere, though, I am a sociable person who can regularly make friends pretty easily.
So I would say agree.
Yes.
I think that's a pretty decent agree. One of these two.
I don't have a problem making new friends.
Okay, so which one do you want?
Just to do the middle one because... No, the middle one. Yeah.
That's kind of sneaky. It fades into the background.
Yeah, it's like, it's locked in? Oh, shit. It's because they want you to do your first answer.
Yes. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest.
That's all I do.
Okay.
So I fully
like
agree.
A strong agree.
That's literally the only thing I do.
Yeah, we do just kind of go on YouTube and just watch
whatever it
piques.
Yes. And music and now streaming.
Yeah.
Working with computers and gaming. That's all I do.
It's fun to just try a bunch of different shit.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too.
Nope, I don't cry. I actually don't think, and that's not even a brag. That's just I really don't.
Strongly disagree.
No, middle. I would say middle.
Yeah.
Because if it was maybe my parents, I haven't really experienced too much sadness with them yet. So if that happens, then yes. Probably.
You often make a backup plan for a backup
Nope.
plan. So plan C.
I am very much. I live by the
skin of your boots?
suit of my coattails.
The suit of my coattails.
No, there's something about the coattails.
The skin of my boots.
Sure. Yeah.
This is why I think it's fun to do it with both of us here, because the other person can be like, "I disagree.
Yeah,
you
you're
don't
a
do
liar."
that." Yeah, that's not what
You're trying to make yourself look good right now,
Mhm.
aren't you? Okay, so I don't really make up backup plans, but I do kind of plan shit sometimes, so I'll go middle disagree.
Middle disagree?
Yeah.
Usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure.
Okay, that's going to be, for me, personally, a direct middle.
Direct middle?
Yes.
Neutral?
Because it depends on what the situation is, fully. If it's something that I'm not confident in, I will have a lot of anxiety. If it's something I'm confident in, totally opposite. I'll be totally fine doing it. So.
Interesting. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know.
Okay, I'm going to go... So I rarely try... So if I do talk to people, I would disagree with this.
This is solo. This is without somebody else introducing you or anything.
You rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk... So I don't agree with that. I have no problem introducing myself, but I'm not totally just somebody who goes out and talks to everybody.
Yeah, you're not going to walk up to a group and be like, "What's up, I'm Zach."
Right, that's not me. But I also am not rarely stuck in a corner by myself.
Yeah.
So I will go one to the right of disagree.
Okay. You're an asshole. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another.
Fully disagree.
Fully disagree?
I don't do that at all.
Are you very
I want to
sentimental?
do that. I want to not be that way.
I would love to finish things.
I would love to release some of my music, but I don't finish it. So it is what it is, as they say.
Tis what tis.
You are very sentimental. 100% agree.
Absolutely. You agree?
Yep. I have shit that I haven't thrown away because I find sentiment in the stupidest things. Tiffany hates how sentimental I am. Hates it.
You like organizing tools like schedules and lists. You
Um,
like organizing tools.
So as much as I don't use them when it comes to my job and stuff, I do like that stuff. So I would say one left onto agree.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
I would say middle agree.
Middle agree? This one?
That one, yeah. I doubt myself a lot. So that is definitely something that
I think that's a good trait, though, to just be like, I know I don't know this.
Sure,
and I need to
to
know
a
this.
point.
Yeah.
Once it starts causing anxiety and stuff, then it becomes a problem.
True.
But yes, it is good to check yourself every once in a while.
Before you wreck yourself.
Okay, you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Yeah, that's a weird one because I also am socially aware. And so it depends on how the person is acting, right? Like if they seem like they don't want to talk to somebody, I'm not just going to walk up to that person regardless of how interesting I find them or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it could be whatever, and I wouldn't walk up to them just because of like I would be like, oh, I mean that person clearly doesn't want me walking up to them. So I say it goes a little bit beyond this, but I also have no problem talking to strangers, right? Like that's not really an issue to me.
Okay, let's say, all right, let me give you an example. You're at an art exhibition and there's an artist that you like that's walking around.
Oh yeah, I would talk to them for sure.
You just walk
100%.
up and be like,
I would 100% walk up to them, have no problem.
Okay.
Like, hey man, I love your art. Like that is no
I think that's a good
issue to
agree
me.
for that then.
So I would say, I mean, yeah, that's an agree. I'm going to go middle just because of that social thing, but yeah.
You're not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works.
So that means you're closed-minded? Fully disagree.
I mean, I don't think that means you're closed-minded. That just means you don't like say, all right, so let me give you an example. Like you just saw a movie that would be a thinker movie. Would you feel like you want to talk about your thought process of that movie, or would you want to just keep it to yourself?
Well, so that to me, but it says various interpretations. So I'm thinking of it as like, I'm not interested in discussing your interpretation of that. I would only be interested in my interpretation because it'd be various, like other
I'm
interpretations.
reading it as various interpretations, as there's
multiple.
There's different ways you can interpret something.
Right,
There's
that's
no
what I'm saying.
right way of interpretation.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So like, but if I'm not interested in discussing that, then I would be only interested in discussing one way of interpreting it, which to me is closed-minded. So I would say fully disagree.
Fully disagree? Okay.
At least how I'm going to interpret this.
You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart.
Oh, God. Yes and no, dude. This one's weird because I make a lot of decisions in my life off of
impulse.
Like, yeah, well, not even necessarily impulse, but like feeling.
Yeah.
Like if it makes me happy, as opposed to if it's gonna like make me money or like something that would be smarter to do.
Yeah.
I would typically do the thing that doesn't. However, I am an overthinker. So I severely overthink situations, but still sometimes tend to just do the thing that's not the like thought.
so you do think about it, but you end up following your heart.
I would say, but I'm not gonna go a full disagree or agree. So I'm gonna say I would follow my heart more. So one left of the middle to agree, or to disagree.
To disagree.
Apologize.
One left to the middle.
Yes. So one left to the very middle. So
1, 2, or 3. Is that
one?
One left to the middle of the right quarter turn on the right.
Oh, it's on the right. I was thinking agree.
Yeah.
One to the right of the middle.
You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine.
Fully agree.
Fully agree. You rarely worry about whether or not you'd make a good impression on people you meet.
2 disagree.
You enjoy participating in group activities.
2 agree.
You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending.
2 disagree. I don't like cliffhangers, bro.
I mean, it's not a cliffhanger. It's more
I don't like. Yeah, I don't like feeling
that
like
don't give
they
you a
didn't
definite
complete
ending.
the story.
Yeah.
Like I watch movies or books or read books for like a story. I don't want to make the story. I wouldn't have bought a book then. If I was gonna make the story myself, I would write the book. So yeah, give me a fucking ending, please.
Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments.
That's a fucking.
That is a fucking.
So I would say yes, but also I usually like to accomplish things with my friends. So it's not necessarily
that
my happiness would come from all of us succeeding as opposed to just one of us succeeding. So, but I'm gonna go with 2 agree, or 1 agree, 1 agree.
1 agree, 1 agree.
1 agree, 1 agree. Pedigree.
You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next.
Not really. I pretty much know what I like at this point, so I'm gonna go 2 disagree. You are interested in so many things. No, I feel like I'm at an age now where I kind of know what I like, you know?
I know what you want to do next.
I know what I want to do. I'm not, like, against trying new things, but I know what I like, I feel. So I'm going to go 2 disagree.
You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
I am going to go with 2 agree. You think it's 3?
I mean, no.
I don't think I'm
not
like
that bad. You're
yeah,
not
I don't
like
think I'm
you're
that
not like
bad.
frantic about it
No.
or anything. You avoid leadership roles in group settings.
I guess that's kind of in the middle. I'm somebody who doesn't mind taking the lead.
Like if somebody was like would you mind leading this, Zach? You'd be like, sure.
Right. Like I have no problem doing that,
But
especially
you're not
if it's
gonna
something I'm
hop
comfortable
on.
with.
You're not gonna be like,
Yeah.
let me do it.
Yeah, because I like to work. I'm more collaborative, right? So like
Mhm.
I like to be collaborative and less like I'm controlling this. Like if I was gonna be a leader, I would be like a delegating leader where I would give
see.
people jobs, and it would be more like collaboration as opposed to me telling people what to do. But I have no problem making a final decision if I needed to.
You're definitely not an artistic type of person.
I very much disagree with that. I think I'm only an artistic
Yeah,
person. I don't think
I
I'm a
mean,
very smart business
You're
person.
definitely slightly artistic.
According to you,
So you're definitely not an artist. So that's a disagree.
I am fully disagreeing of that.
This is kind of weird. These like weird, like almost double negative questions are really weird. Like, do you? They could just say, "Do you consider yourself an artistic type of person?"
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Now I have to disagree, which is something because I'm agreeing with the
Yes.
fact
That
that
I
I
am
am an
an
artistic
artistic type of-
person.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
weird.
I don't think that I'm like business minded or math science oriented. I'm interested in those things, but me as a person is
More
pretty much
artistic.
only a creative. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? That's going to be a 2 agree, and only a 2 because I am a feelings guy and I can't help it. That's
Yeah.
why it's not a thing that I wish.
But what if somebody was just like here, and then you were all rational? Would you prefer that?
No, not fully.
Okay.
I don't think it's a full rationality, but I think that if people had more rationality than they do right now,
It
in
would-
certain
it would
things,
help the world
It
a
would help
lot.
the world a little bit. Yes, I
Uh,
feel like a lot of people act on certain things that you would classify as a feeling.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I feel like I don't agree with your religion or something.
Yeah. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
So when I get the energy to do my chores, yes, I would prefer to get them done than stop in the middle.
Okay.
However, I am very lazy. I would say a 1 agree, just because in the situation of when I do my chores, I prefer to just do them.
All right. You enjoy watching people argue.
Okay, so this is another funny thing because kinda, yeah, like on videos and stuff, but not if it's people that I like. You know what I mean? Like I don't like seeing my friends argue. I don't like seeing like my family argue. So I'm gonna go 2 to agree, just because videos of people arguing are hilarious.
It's fun. Yeah. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself.
I am not an attention person, like by any means. I don't mind attention in the sense of like talking to people and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not somebody who gets up on a table and dances unless I'm very drunk. So I'm gonna go 2 disagree, or wait, no, 2 agree.
Your mood can change very quickly.
That's gonna be a 1 agree.
Are you bipolar?
I kind of am.
You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you.
I don't really have a lot of patience. I have a lot more patience now, if that's even believable, than I
Yeah.
did. I'm gonna go with 1. I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt here.
You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
Fully agree.
You're a procrastinator?
I am, except for my new job.
Ooh.
With my new job, I do not procrastinate
You
at all.
can't.
I really can't. Yes, I don't really have a
you
choice.
are not allowed to.
I'm really not allowed to. So, but yeah, I in real life, I am.
You've always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death.
Agree. Fully.
Fully agree?
Yes, and it terrifies me.
You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own.
See, that's tough because I'm selective about who, but I do prefer to have those people around. So I'm going to go 2 agree.
As I say, you're kind of always around people, if not Tiffany, me.
I'm always at least around you guys, yeah.
You become bored or lose interest in discussion gets highly theoretical.
No, I love theoretical conversations.
Time travel conversations and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well, sure. I mean, yes. So, like, I like theoretical physics conversations. I like talking about space and theories about solar things and extra planetary fucking stuff.
Want to talk about theoretical conversations? Theoretically, that is.
Theoretically, that is, yes. So, no, I don't become bored. I'm going to go with a disagree. Let's go middle just because I probably could become bored if it got
a little too
if
deep.
it got a little bit too out of my
Just
mental range.
Just lose them.
Yeah.
Now
Don't forget to
there's
like
like
that bell. Click that bell.
Whoa, guys, comment down in the comment section of our live stream.
leave a comment, bro.
Can we just do something really quick? Can we all put a real quick put out positivity into the universe that my mom will make tacos for dinner? All right, everybody raise your hands. Give Joe's mom energy to make tacos.
Make a taco
Spirit taco. Positive taco energy.
This is amazing! It's like everyone's giving their energy now.
Say
Positive taco affirmations.
Give my
You are a
boy
good-
tacos.
You are a good taco. You are the best taco. You're seasoned perfectly.
seasoned perfectly. Yeah, dude.
Good
little
taco affirmations.
Taco ASMR. You're seasoned perfectly.
Crunch.
Ground beef is crispy and delicious.
Crunch.
Soft tacos, hard tacos. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours.
Yeah, I'm a very empathetic person to the point where it gives me anxiety sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like feeling really bad, but also kind of, I guess I kind of not. Like I could tune it out if I need to. I'm gonna go 1 agree.
1 agree.
Or I'm sorry, 2 agree.
2 agree. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible.
Yeah, I'm kind of that kind of guy. I'm gonna go 2 agree.
What is BTE? Why do you guys keep saying BTE?
Big titty energy.
Oh, big taco energy, BTE. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made.
So I rarely second guess, so I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
Tell me, Stan, what's your favorite food? Pizza. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give my 2 or 3, but I think that it depends on the choice, so I'm gonna go 2.
All right. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need.
Oh, nope. 100% disagree. I like to stay home and play video games.
Big titty energy. We stand that. You enjoy going to art museums.
I would if I did go to them, so I'm gonna go 1 agree.
You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings.
No, I'm gonna go 2 disagree.
You like to have a to-do list for each day.
Full disagree.
You rarely feel insecure.
2 disagree.
You avoid making phone calls.
3 disagree. I don't give a fuck about phone calls. I prefer phone calls most of the time when it comes to like discussing things.
Yeah, it's easier because you get a direct, quick, instant response.
And I don't gotta pick up on like how you're texting if you're upset about something or like. And also, it takes forever to text. I would rather an answer like right then and there.
Yeah.
When I call about like light gaming PC for like ordering PCs and stuff, I prefer to call than email or something stupid like that. Like I'm just gonna call you and wait on hold. Rather hear from somebody.
You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own.
I try to do that. So I'm just gonna go 1 agree because I don't like go out of my way to spend time doing that. But I'm a very understanding person.
In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities.
2 disagree.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
No, I'm pretty go with the flow. I mean, unless there's like a time construct or time constriction, I don't really like. It's not really. So 2 disagree.
You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Are you haunted by your past, Zach?
I don't give a fuck, kind of. I'm more that way now about recent things, not about stuff in my very past.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say 1 disagree just because of that little stipulation, but yeah.
You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life.
That is... not like I don't contemplate reasons, but I am very much like somebody who thinks about like why the fuck did this happen? Why are we here? So that's gonna have to be a 2 disagree.
Your emotions control you more than you control them.
That's for me as my current state. I'm just gonna go right in the middle.
Very neutral.
Very neutral right now. Yes. As of late.
You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault.
Oh no, if it's their fault, 2 disagree. That's a 2 disagree.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organizing and consistent efforts.
Not at all, actually. Not right now. It would have been had you asked me this 10 years ago. Now I'm very organized in work, so fully disagree.
You fully disagree? You wouldn't say that, like, when you want to work on music and stuff, it's kind of random?
Oh, work on music? I was thinking more of, like, my job.
Personal work.
Your personal work style. I thought that meant my work style, not my work style of personal things.
I would assume it's however you interpret it, so if you want to go full disagree.
So if it's, like, music and stuff, then that's a full agree. But if it's my job that I'm working, then it is a full disagree.
What are you going to choose, Zachary?
Full disagree, because that's what I think that is more related to is my actual job,
All
like
right.
working.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it'll take them to feel disappointed in you.
Not really. I'm more concerned about disappointing them, not when they'll be disappointed. Like, I'm more of like, I don't want to say something fucked up to them that's going to make them disappointed in me. So I'm going to go with fully disagree or Yeah, fully disagree because that doesn't even cross my mind. Like, I'm not like, oh, when are you going to be disappointed in me? You know, I'm more like, oh, I'm not going to say something that I think would disappoint you.
I don't want to disappoint you.
Right.
Yeah. Creative stuff is hard to be organized with. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree.
If you can self-organize, that's a pretty good skill to have.
Yeah,
I don't have
but
that.
Creative stuff, especially because it kind of needs that drive. It needs that want. You can't just sit down and force yourself to really to be creative. You know?
But that's where I think that like comes into play is where like if you have that kind of organization, that work ethic, you can kind of make yourself sit down and like at least get something done.
I mean, I
like
feel like
break through that barrier.
I feel like you could like subconsciously like force it out if you give yourself like a creative routine. You know, it kind of helps your juices flow. Yeah. But I couldn't just be at least personally, I feel like I couldn't just be like, I'm gonna sit down and make a song right now, or I'm gonna sit down and draw a masterpiece or something.
Right.
You know?
So that
I have to want to do it.
Right. I watched a video on that, and this guy was explaining. He was like a successful producer, and that was like his trick. Was like when you're not feeling creative, just do something. Even if you're not feeling it, just try it, and it could lead to creativity. It could lead to inspiration.
I've done that. Like when I'll sit down and be like, you know, I haven't drawn in a while. I'm going to force myself to draw right now, and I'll just spit something out even though I'm not feeling anything, and it always comes out so bad.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. That I think that means that you worked through that barrier, right? Like of
no, because then I just stop. I try several times, and I'm like, I hate how all of this is turning out, and then I stop doing that.
When I'm feeling like that, I search for creativity. So like, I'll go onto YouTube and I'll look up artists. I'll try to find something about like a song that I like or something that inspires me to do something. And yeah, but I get that because I don't feel creative all the time.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time.
Fully agree. That's why I love what I do.
Yeah. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
No, fully disagree on that. I think they're great.
You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places.
No, disagree.
You know that at first glance how someone is feeling.
I like to say that I'm good with vibes. I think I'm a good viber, so I'm going to go with 2 agree just because I'm not going to be an asshole and be like, I can tell everybody how they're feeling.
You often feel overwhelmed.
2 agree.
You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
Oh, I am a step-by-step motherfucker. when I'm cooking and I'm reading a recipe, I am like, I read the same step like 6 times. So, yeah, fully agree.
You're very intrigued by things labeled as controversial.
Yeah, dude.
Doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but you.
But I'm intrigued by them, sure. So yeah, 2 agree, for sure.
You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought somebody else needed it more.
See, this is a weird question too.
Okay, so let me give you 2 extreme examples of this.
Right.
All right. Okay. So one extreme example would be you're in an apocalypse, right? You're raiding a gas station, and there's 1 tin of beans on the shelf. You ate yesterday. But there's a girl in there, and she hasn't eaten in 3 days.
Then I would for sure give her the beans.
You'd give it to her, but you don't know when your next meal is coming. It's the apocalypse. That's the last can of beans. That's the only can of beans you've seen in months.
I would take a third and give her 2/3. Like I would make it work in a way. That's what I'm saying. This is a very in the middle of the road thing for me because I'm not somebody who's just gonna pass along something. I think
there's a group of raiders coming, and you don't have time to open it. You need to give it to her or get it, and you both need to go.
I mean, I would just tell her to come with me, and we can run away. Why not?
Because I'm giving you a hypothetical situation.
So she's going to go one direction, and I'm going to go another direction? I'll just give her the beans. I don't give a fuck.
You just give her the beans?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
she's clearly, like, I would assume that she would be weaker than me because she hadn't eaten in longer, and I would be able to more easily find food.
Okay, so that's one extreme. The other extreme would be you're getting into acting, and there's an opportunity for you to take a role, and it could potentially be a pretty good role, and it can be very good for you. They like you, but they also like me.
Oh, and you're my friend still?
Yes.
Then I would talk to you about it, and we would discuss it. I would be like, hey man, there's this opportunity they like both of us. What do you think? And then I would figure it out. And if
I really want this role, Zach.
Okay, you can have it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Okay, with the stipulation that if you get famous, you bring me up with you.
Of course, but anywhere I go, I'm gonna take you with me.
There you go.
Obviously.
So that's fine with me. I don't mind sharing the love.
Okay, so.
But that was selfish of you, James.
It was selfish of me. But that's just who I am.
So I mean, I'm not gonna fully agree on it because if it was like a stranger, but if they needed it more than me, then I would pass it along. Sure. 2 agree, I guess.
2 agree. Okay. You struggle with deadlines.
No, not anymore. I mean, I guess if I was 16, yes, but now when I'm doing my job, sure. But when it's our personal stuff, we're not very good with deadlines. Like I don't think
No.
that any of us are very good with deadlines.
Yeah, no, we're bad.
So personal deadlines, I do struggle with. Professional ones, where I'm being paid to have a deadline, I meet the deadline every single time. Like I don't miss deadlines. That's actually one of the things that I think I'm good about at work is that I don't really fuck shit up. So I'm gonna go 2 disagree just because of the personal deadline things.
You feel confident that things will work out for you.
That is my main thing.
You're always really
I'm always like, it's gonna work out.
100% agree.
Like, yeah, I do 100% agree with that. Now, do I stress
Definitely
along the way? I stress. But if you ask Tiffany, she'll be like, yeah, he's always just like, yeah, it's gonna work out.
It's gonna work out. We got this. All right, let's see. You're an asshole. Mediator.
INFP-T.
You're 53% introverted.
Yeah.
You're 69% intuitive.
Nice.
You're very feeling.
Yeah.
You're prospecting. You work in the gold mines.
Ooh, and them mines.
This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotion. Oh wait, no, this one. This trait reflects your approach to work planning and decision making. You're more prospecting than judging, whatever that means. This trait under identity, so you're turbulent. You have a turbulent identity.
As opposed to assertive. I would say, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I'm also a Libra. So, the balancing scales, I'd be mediating shit.
So you're a mediator.